Welcome back. Today we are working on the cover of our album, and I said I like this piece of paper. Well, it actually was like this. But I really also like the lace and the ribbon and bow over here. So what I did was I kind of looked to see if I had enough of the 12-inch paper to cover if I fussy cut this rose out. So made it work, gently cut out my fussy cutting rose, did not fussy cut a whole lot of it off so that I wouldn't have to worry about covering that. So you can use whatever you want for your cover, but this is what I plan to use. And I think I'm going to use Scor Tape on this. So we'll get Scor Tape on the back and get that centered on our album there. And I'm out of frame here. Let me get back up here. We'll be starting Christmas cards here soon, and I've been thinking about trying a different filming setup for doing Christmas cards to see if I like it better. We will see. It may make getting into frame easier and staying in frame easier, but as I said, we'll see. Now this side here won't matter quite so much because we will be putting our roses over top this section. So I just want to get some of that in there. All right, now get a few in the middle here to hold things down. Now we need to get this burnished down to the paper so it stays good and stuck and things don't lift and fall off. You can also use your art glitter glue to do this. In fact, I will be using a little bit of that to make sure I am lined up before I permanently lay it down, and I will be using art glitter glue on the rose part because that really has to be down in the right position. I need a few seconds to get that placed correctly, and yes, it is seconds. It does not take long for that glue to dry when you put it on nice and thin, and it totally sticks. Okay, gonna get these papers out of the way. Now get our album over here. And I'm going to put some art glitter glue down on the bottom part here so that I can get this lined up before it sticks down all the way on me. All right. Get lined up on here nice and straight. All right. It's a tad crooked, but that's all right. Handmade, right? Handmade isn't always perfection. You want perfection, you use a machine, and the machine isn't always perfect either. So now glue on our rose. And get around to all those edges so they stay stuck down. Okay, so now I'm going to line this up with the bottom and with this section right here where it comes apart a bit, and place that down. Now I'm going to use my brayer and I'm going to get all of this stuck down nice and flat. All right. Put my pin back in my glue so it doesn't dry out in the tip for me. Now, my spine, I thought this would be pretty on the spine. So, when we come up here with our spine, I want the lace and I want this saying. So I think I'm gonna come over just a little bit here and get some of that off before I do the final cut so that this is a little more centered. Okay, and now we're going to measure our spine. And our spine is just a little over 4.5. So we're going to go, I think, at 4.5. That'll give us a small border around the edge and be good to go. So 4.5. I did not measure right. Definitely could not have measured right. No. I was looking, I don't know what I was looking at. We're going to go at 2.5. So we're going to turn it this way so that that writing stays where we want it. That's 3. Here's 2.5. All right, and now we need to measure our length. Let's make sure this width is going to work. And I think that will. So now we have to measure our length. And we're at 10.5. So we're going to go 10 3/4. No, 10 1/4. Math is not doing well today. So we're going to go 10 1/4. Make sure our paper's straight in there. So we're going to put glue down on this. The metal tip gives you very little glue coming out the end, which is good. It keeps your paper from buckling up and getting wrinkled and not looking good. It helps it dry faster, but still gives you a few seconds to say, oh, that's not straight enough, I want it this way. So it's much more forgiving than Scor Tape. Scor Tape, it goes down and it's down. So and I'm going to put it this way so I can see a little bit better what's going on here without trying not to get into the camera. Okay, that looks good. We'll just press that down with our hands. Now we're gonna cut our back, and I'm gonna write down the measurements for that because I'll take them both at once. I have this clear ruler. I put blue tape on the ends so that I could find it easily, and I still have trouble finding it. So this is at 8.5, so we're going to go 8 1/4. And this is 10.5, so we're going to go 10 1/4. So I want these to be on this side. I just think that would look prettier. So we're going to cut that way. So we're going to make our first cut at 8 1/4. Make sure everything's up there nice and square. And our next cut is 10 1/4. Again, make sure our paper is up there. I'm going to move my blade down to the bottom and cut. Move that stuff out of the way. Move our cutting board out of the way. Bring our album back in. I'm going to use glue again on this one. I did go ahead and buy another pack of paper because I'm still not sure what I want to do with that center portion, and I'll think about that. I will do a final reveal of how I finish my album, and post that when I am totally finished. And this album will be going up for sale. I will have it on my Etsy channel, as well as when I go to a craft fair this fall, I'll probably take it with me there too. Okay, get this straightened out nice and even, and press it down. All right, so that is the basics on here. Now, how I thought I would embellish. I have this cute saying, every once in a while in the middle of an ordinary life, love gives you us a fairy tale. Thought I would put that on the front. And I'm going to put this up here and save the date. And I'm not sure if I will put that up in this area or how I'm going to do that. But on this side, I'm going to put this little heart and this little frame. And then the couple can write on here their names, and they can also put their names on this frame. This is going to go on the spine. Okay, we're back. The reason I like to back these with cardstock is it makes them a little sturdier. Also, that slight border helps them stand out a little bit from the paper below them. So I think I want to pop this up on foam tape anyway to give it just a little more dimension. So we're gonna get our foam tape put down here. I'm gonna put several down. I want this good and sturdy on here. You want your albums to be durable. Especially, this is, you know, a wedding album. It's a keepsake. You want it to last for years. So we're gonna put this here. And we'll put this up here. And we'll leave that one flat. Then I'm going to put save the date maybe up here and pop it up, or down here. I'm not, we'll think on that one for a little bit. So let's put this guy down first. And we're going to pop this guy up, maybe off to the side here, just so it gives the impression that yes, this is a wedding album before anybody even opens it. They kind of know what to expect. I just want to go to the right a little bit. Okay, now our spine pieces. I'm going to start with the heart. Stand this up here. Whoops. That above this thing, but below the lace there. And we'll put this one down here. And I backed these two so that they'd be a little more visible. And they can always put the date here, put their names here, whatever they'd like. Now, if you wanted, you could put some flowers on here. I don't think I'm going to. I do not have any peachy rose, vintage looking roses right now, so I'm just going to leave it like this. You could put a butterfly. You could cut one out. In fact, that would be really cute to cut one out of the paper if you have any left, and make that dimensional, fold it in the middle and glue it down. That would be really cute. And if you have the stamens and stuff to put on it too, that would be amazing. So you could always put real lace, real bows, any of that on here that you like. So that is it for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button and come back and see me again. I am going to be doing a follow-up video showing all the embellishments I put on here extra that I haven't shown you yet, and the extra pages that I finished and you were going to finish yourselves. And you can see that. Also, I want you to email me your videos or pictures of your albums that you have done. My email address is in the description below, and I will see you next time. Happy crafting, everyone.